So this week in spreadsheets, we're going to start a budget tracker, and your spreadsheet will start looking just like this with these four categories. Four columns. And what we're going to do is set up categories. So for example, I set up these categories. All right. And so I made entries that reflected these categories. So let's put in a new expense for cars, say. So let's say that today. So I'm going to use command semicolon, and you see how that put in today's date. Okay, so let's say I spent $21 on gasoline. So we'll put that under cars. Okay, and we'll put gasoline. And so as we do that, let's see what happened to cars. So if we look here, our cars are 1864, but when we put that 21 in, we get 1885. So it got added by $21. Okay. So what we have for each of these is a sum if statement. Okay. And so what you want to do is you can make any categories you want. You can make them funny, like what a superhero would have for his categories. You can make them relevant to your own life. So these are just some expenses that that I have, right? So and so this isn't a perfect tracker in that. So we have some things that are monthly. Okay, so getting the Raleigh newspaper, getting the Montreal, just the e-version of the Montreal paper, taking French lessons, about $60 a month. Utilities, that's a monthly. But then this property tax is once a year, and actually that was our December taxes, was that much. Food, I haven't listed enough food, so let's do another one. So we'll say, okay, now we go to Harris Teeter, and we spent $156. But that also is food, and we'll say that was Harris Teeter. Okay. So our food would be a bigger percent. What you'll notice, and so we just, sometimes you get these, like we had two big car bills in the last month. So sometimes that can be really big. Okay, so how do you get these to happen? How do you get these sums to do it? And so I think you already, have seen that before. So let's just practice again. So here's what I did initially. I said sum if, I said, okay. So sum if, and then I said B colon B, and that takes everything from B. And then I said, okay, and then take the C. The F from the column just to my left is F3. So I say F3. Okay, you see how cars lit up there. And I said comma. Okay, so I want to look in column B, and if I do, I'll sum column C. And that looks good, right? And zero, how could that be zero? I look and I say, oh, there's some stuff for cars. And then I think about it, I say, oh, I see. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm looking for cars. I'm looking for F3 in column, not in column D, the notes in column C. And notice how column C, I can just put C colon C. So I go back to my formula and I say, sorry, it's not B colon B. I want to look in C colon C. And if I find a match on cars in C colon C, I want to sum what's in the corresponding part of B. Okay, so I look and now it looks good, and I hit enter and I get a good thing, right? I get that. Now, if you look at the formula, you see how there's no dollar signs. Well, we don't want a dollar sign on the 3 because in the next row, we want it to look at F4, F5. So we're going to pull our formula down, and as we look at it, we look and we say, look at that. Now for travel, it's looking for F4, travel. In the next row, it's looking for F5, food. Okay? And so what you want to do is you want to create your own categories. You don't have to, you can do like 1 or 2 examples of each, your own dates. Okay? And then when you've gotten that far, highlight your categories and your numbers, and just do insert table, insert chart. And you'll see that it makes, without you doing anything, it decided that a pie chart was the best thing. So, and you can see that initially at least, it looks like taxes are the biggest part of my budget, but that's really just because a month ago I had this really big tax bill, right? And that cars are a really big part. But you have, so the taxes won't occur again very much. Well, a little bit in April, though. Well, actually, so it's a complicated picture. So I'll try and give you a more accurate picture of what an adult's pie chart looks like. but this will get you started. And you can just imagine one for yourself as well. Okay, so give that a try. And what we're going to do is we're going to enhance this over the next couple weeks. And we'll do some validity of your groups, and we'll make for a better table and better chart.